Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a lot of stuff. New map reconstruct, based on old map, on the old construct map. That's this one. So we've got the new map. I'm gonna run the Type 95 and the PPSH. New charm mastery counter shows the total kills on the gun it's attached to. Shop charms. Huh. That's neat. It's not particularly useful. I mean, I guess it could be useful for people who play arcade a ton. But for people who, like me, who can always see the mastery at the bottom of the screen, not too useful. Sniper balance. Zig's suggestions. Zig is one of the community members. They're actually here right now. And they're very good. One of the highest headshot rates in the entire game. Okay, dev notes. Nerf ammo on the Clucker, buffed the Slugs trait, nerfed Bren, fixed 1v1 aim battle spawn weirdness. So, we're going to... so the Clucker, it's honestly not even that big of a nerf. They just dropped 10 ammo off it, so it's now 90 instead of 100. Honestly, I feel like it could have used a recoil increase or something. Maybe like a... not a max recoil increase, but the recoil per shot so that it reaches its max sooner. Buffed the Slugs trait. Boomer. So the Slugs trait used to be 200% damage range, I think. But right now it's just 3 times the pellet damage, which makes it... I mean, it's alright. Nerfed Bren. So the Bren used to be absolutely broken. This was the meta. It felt like the 103 again. Just something that took no skill. It was breaking the game. They nerfed its damage by 3. So, that's not too much, honestly. I feel like it really needed a headshot multi nerf. And also probably heavy recoil increase, but we'll see how this is. BFG, raised minimum damage from 75 to 80. So, BFG, for both hip and ADS, raised maximum damage from 95 to 100 for both hip and ADS. Reduced gun equip delay from 1.75 to 1.5. Added minimal spread to ADS, increased spread for default and sprinting. So it's going to be a little bit harder to use and not quite as good as it used to be. Honestly, I feel like it's getting off, the BFG mains are getting off a bit easy. But we'll see how this goes. L11. Oh god, raised minimum damage from 75 to 80. Raised maximum damage from 100 to 90. And by raised, I think he means lowered. So the L11 is no longer a one-tap. Oh geez, that's really bad for the starters. Honestly, that's really bad news for starters. Yeah, that's rough. I thought the L11 was fine as it was. Intervention raised minimum damage from 70 to 75. So int raised maximum damage from 80 to 95. Added minimal spread to ADS, increased drop spread for ADS. I feel like the L11 deserves to be buffed back to 100 to the chest. However, I think that it shouldn't be 112 to the chest like it used to be. It should be counterable with flak. Railgun, Zig option 3, increased maximum charge up time from 0.4 to 1.2. Headshot multiplier was already at 2. Damage set to percentage charged. Shoots on release. Wait, what? Why would you... Why? Now it's just a hit scan bow. Actually, that charge time might make it balanced. I feel like this is going to be the campers. I feel like all the campers are going to be spamming this, though. Yeah, that kind of removed the uniqueness of it. I think it's better. I think that's better balance-wise, but I need to find an easier server so that I can actually test things properly. Because I'm not good with these weapons at all. So yeah, this feels like I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this rework because of the fact that the railgun was annoying as hell, right? It was being spammed heavy. There were people who would just sit on top of roofs and in corners, spamming this thing, getting a ton of one-shots and not really having to play the game. So this definitely nerfs that strategy, which I think is good. However, in the process, it's kind of lost all its identity. It just feels like a bow that's hit scan and takes longer to charge now. Which, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Like, I want to say it's a good thing. Wait, I want to know... Because it said damage is based on percentage charged. So if you just... That's actually hilarious. If it has no charge, it just doesn't do anything. Oh, that's so funny. I think it's an improvement. I think it might be an improvement, yeah. Because now it makes the railgun more skilled, actually, because you can... Like, if you're good enough, you can double your fire rate at the cost of, losing your one-tap to the body, but still being able to one-tap the head. Which, yeah, I think that's a good... I think that's good. The railgun feels more versatile now, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm gonna say that's an improvement. Klecker, we already went over. Bren. Here's the big question. is this still going to be game-breakingly bad? Like, the Bren was so heavily spammed. Like, it was horrid. You would find people, like... No, it still feels like it has no recoil. It needs more recoil. Oh yeah, that needs more recoil. It's still bad. I think it's gonna be tolerable now. However, it's still bad. Actually, yeah, now that the BFG can act as counterplay to the Bren, I think it's gonna be fine. Because I think the problem with the Bren is that... So, the Bren has been like this for months. I knew about this for like 7 months. The Bren being just one of the most broken guns in the game. It was able to outperform the Berserker, the Vector, the LRPR, the everything pretty much. All the top weapons at the time. It could outperform them. It didn't feel crazy strong or anything, but the fact it had no recoil and it could 3-tap the head from any range was just way too good. And it's still stupid. It's still really strong, but the problem that it had was back when they nerfed the BFG, the Vector, and the Berserker, the Bren kind of lost all of its competitors as well as its main counterplay. Like, the counterplay for the Bren was to hit them with a BFG before they could start shooting you with the Bren. Just one-tap them, get them out of the game. But now that the railgun has changed and the BFG is back to being a one-tap, I think the counterplay, the availability for it having counterplay, will be better, and it'll be, you know, manageable now. So I'm gonna say the Bren is still incredibly strong. Don't get me, it's still crazy. Like, I am not trying at all right now with this thing. But yeah, it has counterplay, which I guess is good. So I think it's okay in this state, but it's alright. I think this is manageable now. What else do we have? I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.